I think there's a bunch of reasons for why we went around and started to teach these sort of topics. I think the first thing is that in in rope and in kink in general, there's a lot of stereotypical things that you can do. Like for example, you can have a power exchange where one person is in control and one person has a loss of control. Um, and a lot of the things that happen in that power dynamic are taken for granted or assumed and are not necessarily practiced or talked about. And I think that's where a lot of the times with BDSM where things go wrong and things go awry or don't go as planned is because like we assume a lot of things about each other. We assume a lot of intention. Um, and these exercises, exposure and closure, by the way, is my favorite class we teach. It is the class I have been teaching for the longest, and one of the topics that I have been interested in the most. Um, it's actually the first class I ever taught was exposure and closure, and I think that all of these things kind of help eliminate all of those assumptions that we go into with like my dom is going to act a certain way, my submission is going to look a certain way, and everybody is going to follow this script essentially. And I think again, to go back to like my queer identity, like just by doing rope, which is historically a heterosexual pornographic art form, like I am changing that because I am not a cis man tying a submissive young woman. Like I am immediately kind of changing the script on what we think rope looks like, and therefore, like I like to teach how to more intentionally do and those scripts and play with those scripts and change those scripts to fit you better.
Because that's the real meat there, isn't it? Like you can do all kinds of rope, but like if you don't have that ability to communicate and change things and hear what the other person is saying and figure out how to incorporate those wants, needs into your play, you're not going to be able to do that if you don't have that shared language or ability to communicate about it.
Yeah, correct.